Okay, so I impulsively flew to LA to be in a movie. And I'm not an actor. I've never been in a movie. I've never been on set. I don't know how movies work. And I just kind of full sent it. So this is kind of a story about that. I've kind of talked about it on my lives here and there, but I am not an actor. I do social media, okay? I do like YouTube videos, my main channel, not Marky without the 2.0. I do like relatable content on Instagram, TikTok. That's what I do, right? But one day I saw a story on my friend's story, and they said, "Yo, we need extras and extras, whatever, for this movie we're filming in LA." And I was like, "It'd be freaking funny as hell to reach out and see what happens." Because imagine they do actually say yes, right? So I got into contact with this person, and we were talking about it, and they were like, "Okay, so just wait for the email, whatever, and then we'll let you know the details." And I was like, "Okay, sure, say that." Day goes by, 2 days go by, I get nothing. No email, whatever. And I'm like, you know what? That's chill. I shot my shot, whatever. A day before the actual shoot, I wake up that morning to an email saying, yo, this is the place, this is the time, this is the scene. You are one of the extras. I'm like, okay. The shoot is tomorrow, okay? And I'm not from LA. I live in Washington State, which is 2 states above LA, which is, still not like super far, but still not LA. I got to get to LA too. So I was talking to my friend and I was like, you know what, like this shoot thingy is tomorrow. Do I do it? Do I not do it? And he was like, you know what? Screw it. Full send it, whatever. Who cares? You live one time in your life, just go for it. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I love when my friends really encourage my bad financial decisions because I'm like, okay, I feel a little bit less bad about spending money, right? So that same day, I book a flight and I book a hotel. And that same afternoon, I literally fly to Los Angeles. It's a 2.5 hour flight. I fly to Los Angeles. I check into my hotel. I stayed downtown LA because the shoot was pretty close to where I was staying, basically. So I didn't want to book a hotel that's too far from the shoot. So then the Ubers wouldn't be super expensive. But it was not a good idea to stay in downtown LA, by the way. Guys, please don't do it. Unless, I mean, honestly, it wasn't like bad, but it was just like kind of loud, But I lived in a big city for a good portion of my life, so it didn't really bother me too much. But also, it's kind of just sketchy to walk around at night, and I know that from experience. Anyways, the day comes around of the shoot, right? Day of the shoot comes around. They gave us a dress code of what to dress like because they kind of had an idea for the scene and for what they want people to kind of dress like, and so I got my outfit on. I get into an Uber and we're driving through Sunset Boulevard. And for those of you that don't really know much about Sunset, I don't really know about much about Sunset still, but what I did see when we were driving in is all the Netflix studios and other studios where they film other stuff, and KTLA studios, and just like I guess like Sunset is like a place where they film a lot of movies. But on this way to this extra gig that I kind of just happened to fall into, I'm also seeing all these studios where like more stuff is getting filmed. So I'm like, well, seems like I'm in the right place at the right time, right? So um, I get to the set, right? And it doesn't really look like a filming set yet, right? Because the shoot was inside, so there's not really too much commotion outside. So I'm like, am I at the right place? Like, am I about to get like kidnapped? Like, did I really fly to LA here to get kidnapped? Um, but they let me in. They signed me in on like a list of extras. They're like, okay, bet, say that. Um, this guy, really, really nice guy, lets me in, sits me down next to some other extras that are already there. I'm slowly starting to talk to people, making some friends. And they're like, "Oh yeah, did that guy lead you in here too? Yeah, he's so nice." Like, and all the crew's just running around. Like, I don't really know anything about the movie besides like the name or like the kind of scene that we're gonna do. So I'm like, who the frick's the actor? Who the frick's the director? Who the frick is who? Right? So it's just a bunch of crew people walking around. Some people came up and like introduced themselves to us. Like, we met the PA, we met the behind the scenes guys. Like, super chill, super nice crew. Everyone was extremely nice. The extras were super nice too. It also did help that it was some of their first time as well. So I didn't feel like a total freaking noob in a total freaking new spot, new, you know, environment, I guess, kind of. But and I'm sitting there like, damn, like I'm really like there. And they were like, oh, like where you from? And I was like, oh, I actually am not even from here. I actually like just dead ass flew in for this. And they were like, are you crazy? And I was like, yeah, a little bit, I think. A little bit crazy, kind of, because like 2 days ago I didn't even know I was gonna be here, but now I'm here. So more extras started rolling around. Then they gathered all the crew, all the extras, all the actors, and then the nice dude was like, "Oh, hey, so I'm the director," and I was like, "Oh, damn! Like that guy's the director of the whole shoot." And I didn't expect that because honestly, not only was he really nice, he was also literally working alongside all of his people. It was like it wasn't like a hierarchy of like, I'm the director, y'all have to do this. Like he was helping them set up, helping them arrange stuff, like all that. Like it was just like really nice to see. It wasn't on no like, oh, I'm like that, and yo, work for me type of timing. Like it was just really nice. Um, all the extras got along really freaking well too. Like everybody I've met was so nice. Um, and it was just like such a fun environment. Like they fed us. That was the best part. Well, not that wasn't the best part, but that was one of the best parts because they freaking fed us and it was free. Okay, and it was like, and when I'm saying fed, I don't mean just like, oh, just like we got some snacks. No, bro, we had all the drinks we want. Like we got like sodas, Red Bulls, coffees, teas, water. We got snacks. We got like chicken wraps, fruits, cheese, um, like granola bars, whatever it is. And then they brought some pizza too. So yeah, they like fed us good too. Like we ate. Get it? Anyways, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, and then the shoot started. It was kind of funny to like just because when you're an extra, you don't really say anything. You're just like a background NPC. They just kind of place you wherever you need to be placed. They kind of tell you to just like do whatever you got to do, and you're kind of just there doing it. And yeah, it was like a nightclub scene. So we had to like stand around with like our drinks or whatever. It was just like super cool. Just on just some chill time. And we're just like we were literally just hanging out. Like we were just talking and vibing and whatever while there was like a camera crew around us like shooting the main characters, whatever. We were just kind of there, and it was honestly freaking lit. I do see why people like acting. I get it. I understand now. I understand it now. You know what I'm saying? I need to stop doing that. Anyways, though, I do understand it now. I get it. It was so freaking fun. Everybody was so nice. Everybody was so sweet. Um, they had a slow dance for a scene, and that was kind of funny because they like paired us up. They were like, "You are gonna go with her. You are gonna go with him. You guys stand right there." There was one throuple because there was just an extra dude. Um, but it was kind of funny because like the girl was like super nice, just so nice. We were just talking about like college and work and what we do and stuff like that. And then they were like, all right, everybody get into positions. And like some couples low key sold it too. Like I don't believe some of them weren't in love because they were like dead ass like slow dancing like all over each other like ding 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 ding. And I was like, damn, I believe y'all. Like you guys got to be in love. But it was just chill. It was so funny because like while we were slow dancing, we were also kind of like talking to the throuple next to us. So I didn't even know if I'm gonna make the cut, but like low-key, I was just like talking to everyone around us while we were slow dancing. It was just so funny. Um, but yeah, it was just like everyone was really nice. The crew was extremely nice to all of us, which they didn't have to be because we really were just extras. Like we were just NPCs. But yeah, it was like the complete opposite of like an LA stereotype of people being super mean because they were super nice. It is also my one and only experience, right? I'm sure if you've probably done this a lot, you probably bumped into some freaky people or whatever, but just so nice to all of us. And I was like, okay, hell yeah, like I get it. Um, and then the crew also found out I flew in just for this, and they were like, what the hell? That's freaking crazy. Like, what is wrong with you? You're actually crazy. And I was like, let's just live a little, you know what I'm saying? Just live life. um, and oh, I gave my sweater to one of the crew people because I didn't know where to put it. I wore an extra layer. It was really cold. And I'm pretty sure we didn't know where it was for a long time. So they thought they lost it, and literally the director came up to me and he was like, "Man, here you go. Here's some money for a new sweater. I'm so sorry, man. It's like our fault. We totally lost the sweater." I was like, "No, no, you're good. Like, keep the money. It's okay. Like, it's fine. You know, it's not a big deal." Like, and he was like, "No, no, seriously. Like, are you sure? Like, here you go, man. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, it's our fault. Like, I feel responsible for that." And I'm like, "Oh no, like, it's all good." They did end up finding the sweater, so good thing I didn't take the money, because then it would have been awkward being like, "Oh, here's your money back. They got my sweater," But yeah, they found my sweater, so that was all good. But yeah, it was just like such a random idea to just kind of go and do, but I just had such a blast. And I was also in town for a little bit, so I saw some of my friends as well. I got some food with my friend after the shoot as well. Although it was like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, but we got some IHOP and it was busting. And you know how it be. It's IHOP, what I'm saying? I can't really miss with IHOP. Um, but yeah, and then the next morning I just flew back home. I was just live the next night. Like nothing friggin' happened. So yeah, I kind of just booked the trip to Los Angeles, flew same night. Next day was in a whole ass movie shoot, and then next night was just back on TikTok live like nothing happened. Um, Honestly, such a great time. I made so many new friends. Everyone was so nice. Um, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it like there's a bunch of theater kids kind of, but like it's so funny because growing up, theater kids were like, oh, theater kids. Oh, like you're giving off a theater kid vibe. But Loki, they're cool as hell, bro. Like I get it, bro. Theater kids are freaking sick, dude. Like they're cool as hell. And I was that kid in school that was just like kind of cool with everyone, so I didn't really give a damn at the time. I don't really give a damn now either. You know what I'm saying? If you're cool, you're cool. But it was just so funny because it's just like a bunch of theater kids, and everyone like had their own story, their own thing going on. Like, I heard some people's life stories and whatnot and what they do, and it's just like so cool. Like everyone's living a different life, and it's freaking sick. Um, but yeah, I don't know. And we got paid $100 too, which is freaking great. If I could do that more, I probably would. I'm not from LA, so unfortunately, I don't get to really go to too many gigs or do too many things while I'm there. But yeah, that's just that. So yeah, here's a story of how I literally impulsively just bought tickets to go be an extra in a movie and just come back home like nothing happened. So yeah, live life a little bit. If a side quest shows itself, take it. You will not most likely regret it. And yeah, have fun out there. Go live life. I say that as a chronically online person now that I'm back home, but go live life for real.